with Tanya J LLC. You guys know we do life, we do leadership, we do it unapologetically on purpose. Every day, y'all, we are trying to help you to figure out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together so you do life right and you do it well. I had to debate back and forth if I was going to even do the live video and finish out this week's Talk with Tanya videos because um, it's it's been a real week. It's been a real week, and I felt like I had to, and I felt like I had to encourage my own self, and then encourage y'all, and then encourage my family. Um, and it'll be on part of this will be on the Talk with Tanya videos that come out Thursday and Friday. But if you know, you may not know, but my grandmother is fighting the final stages of Alzheimer's, and um, it's been challenging. It's been hard on our family. Um, she has not been home since right after Christmas. Um, but we have been preparing ourselves. Um, we've been preparing, and we was ready for that. You know what I mean? We were ready for that, but last week something changed, and we wasn't ready for it. Um, and God called my aunt home on yesterday. My grandmother's daughter, my mom's sister, my aunt, my big cousin slash big sister's mother. So she's like a second mom. And when you haven't been preparing for something, you feel like the wind is out of you. You feel like, okay, what you doing, God? What is going on? But when we started to think about it, and out of the tears, out of the pain, out of the grief, we started to realize that He had been preparing us, and so has she. And the choices were difficult, the situation was hard, but me personally, I kept remembering the video I shared earlier in the week by Tommy Harris and his testimony that he shared on the Super Bowl gospel celebration about how he heard a testimony in the auditorium there a few years back, newly married, 11 days later, he would be going through the same grief and testimony of the prior person of losing their spouse. And he was so passionate, he was so moving, because he wasn't just talking, he was telling you that it's going to hurt. Y'all, it's going to hurt. Do you hear me? It's going to hurt. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be rough. It's going to feel like the unexpected. And you going to cry. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's losing somebody. I don't care if it's losing a job. I don't care if it's being hurt whatever that it is that may happen or has happened, it's not going to be pretty. And that's what he was saying. He was like, so don't think that it will be. But he said he kept telling us though over and over again, nevertheless, 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 God, I still trust you. Nevertheless, God, I'll still find a way to keep living. Come on now. Some of y'all don't even want to keep living no more. He kept saying, nevertheless, though, God, I'm going to figure out how to get back on my bike again and get back running and brush this dirt off it and find a way to get back to life and to get back to that to what if it was the purpose you was doing. Nevertheless. And he kept telling us nevertheless, because he said we got purpose. At least that's the twist I'm going to put on it. We got purpose in us, y'all. Do you hear me? We have purpose. We have promise. we have possibilities, and we can't let those die too. You feel me? We can't let those die too. And so, um, he said, and I thought about how he said it, and it made me think about the old preachers and how they would say, uh, uh, but in the morning. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, after the by and by. You know what I'm saying? Um, Trouble won't last. It's like I started thinking about all of those things that my aunties and my uncles and my older friends and family members had said, and how they had been sharing that wisdom, that you're going to experience some rough times. And I'm trying to tell you guys that same thing. You're going to experience some rough times. You're going to experience some life changing situations. You're going to experience some earth shaking stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna experience some stuff that you're not prepared for. You you know, you are. But nevertheless, if you still here, if you still living, if you still breathing, if you still have life, if you still got the opportunity to see and break another day, y'all, you got to do what the ones that's not here can't do. Do you hear me? You got to do what they can't do. And what they can't do is breathe. What they can't do is live. What they can't do is continue on a purpose and the responsibility they have to do that in this life. So whatever it is that shook you, whatever it is that devastated you, whatever that it is that's tried to take you out, I need you to know you still breathing. Tommy told him to take a breath. Take another one. Take another one and realize you seeing your chest going up. You see it, the opportunity that you have life still in you. And so I'm saying that same thing. All of whatever you feeling and had and whatever, it happened. It happened. And it may be happening. But here's the thing. You still breathing. You still living. You still got purpose, promise, and possibilities. And you better do something with them. Do you hear me? Because it's many that can't. It's many that can't. And so I'm telling y'all this. I'm encouraging myself at the same time. I'm hoping even some of my family members will see it. That you still got breath. You still got life. And you still got promise, purpose, and possibilities. Do you hear me? You still got promise, purpose, and possibilities. Don't you waste it. Don't you waste it. Because you can beat this thing. You can keep living after this thing. You can keep going forward. And here and here. Promise, purpose, and possibilities. You better use them. You better live them. You better do them. Keep living. Look here, my granny. My granny would say that to me all the time. I learned that through life. Keep living. You hear me? The wind may knock you down. You might get stepped on a few times. You might feel like it's over, but I promise you, as long as you can keep living. You feel me? So I say that with love, peace, and hugs out to y'all. Love you, Aunt Carolyn. Rest in heaven. And I'm going to keep living on because you showed us how to live. Peace, y'all.